Graham,
yes.
we've won the Europa League.
I know,
We're into the Champions League next season.
No,
I don't know
it's
which one's more important, but how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. A little bit subdued because of the events of what happened in Manchester. But you know, football goes on, life goes on. But our hearts are with all the families that lost their relatives and things in Manchester.
So 90 minutes, they would have been happy there.
Yeah, I think so. Although you know, we didn't have the possession that we wanted. We were dogged. We bossed them around the field. They were a young side, so they were very quick. Because we bossed them, as I said, we came through, and 2 great goals. So I'm very happy.
Surprised we sat off a little bit after we won 1-0.
Yes, I did. I was hoping he wouldn't park the bus, because that's one of Jose Mourinho's ways. He's put a bus in front of everybody after they go 1-0. We are united. We attack. We cannot just stay and defend 1 goal. So it's a great relief to see the second goal go in.
And Jose took that seriously. Do you think he really wanted this?
I think he did. He needed it. It defined our season.
Yeah, it really does, because small margins between being in the Champions League and not being in the Champions League, you know, it affects our transfer window. It affects our league campaign.
Yeah, it does. And you know, we get the money to go forward, bring in the better players. The better players will now see that we are straight into the stages. So we're happy. Yeah.
Onwards and upwards next season.
Hopefully, and for all those that weren't here with us, God be with you.
Thank you very much. We're outside the Friends Arena with friends. 2-0 today. We deserve that, yeah?
Probably the easiest final I've ever seen. I'll be honest. They were kids, and it showed. It was like us playing our kids. Comfortable all the way through.
It was, wasn't it? We made Ajax look poor today.
Yeah, but like I said, he's, Blind, man of the match for me. Fucking awesome. Frank de Boer. But he's...
Caleb Blind he's not often thought of as one of our first choice centre-halves, but he always plays well. Left back plays well.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think he's a left back though. I think he is too slow for a left back. But as a centre half, I mean, his intelligence is phenomenal. Like I said, he does remind me of Frank de Boer a lot. And people always say he's like this too slow. I don't believe that. I just think his brain is one step ahead. You see his movement again today. And I don't understand why we didn't trust him at the beginning of the season when we were going with Jones and Smalling. Smalling today, credit to the guy, played well. But like I say, it was a walk in the park after the first goal. I was chuffed for Pogba. What a shit week that guy's had. And colossal and a great season this guy's had. I don't understand the negative stuff. It winds me up. Our fans are really bad when it comes to Pogba, but it's... like I say, it was just one of them days. It's a good day. I've been drinking since 9 o'clock.
And we're gonna continue. I'll let you go get another pint, but before you go, Jose's first season. How are you feeling after that, and how are you feeling going?
The league's done next year. I think we'll win the league. I think Griezmann's 6 out of 10. He's now a 9 out of 10. I think that'll be done. It's just who he buys. But we're gonna spend crap loads, and Arsenal.
On that note, see you later.
They've been bitching all season about their team, and it's like Wenger in, Wenger out, and it's like you're out, you are out.
2-0 to United against Ajax today. We've won the Europa League. I'm here with Dave and Jim. We're outside the Friends Arena. How are you feeling after that?
Fantastic. It was like Old Trafford in Stockholm. It was fantastic. 2-0, thoroughly deserved it. Bossed the game. Great game. Really enjoyed it.
And we're into the Champions League again.
We are. Great season. 2 trophies, Champions League. Couldn't ask for more.
How are you feeling about it?
Oh, it's fantastic. Brilliant performance by the boys. They turned up. The youngsters were brilliant. Mkhitaryan didn't have a great first half, but the goal, he just turned up when he needed to.
He always scores in the Europa League, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Brilliant.
And Ander Herrera got another man of the match performance. There's been people calling for him to get the captaincy with Rooney potentially playing his last game today. Could he be the man?
Yeah, I'd love to see him get the captaincy. I thought him, Valencia and Blind were absolutely brilliant. All did captain's job today, but Heranda's pick of the bunch. Yeah. Definitely, give him the armband.
And how are you feeling going into next season now?
Very confident we'll be challenging without any shadow of a doubt.
Thank you very much. You agree with that?
Yeah, we'll be up there. We'll be up there.
Adam Irwin Stewart, we're outside the Friends Arena, 2-0 today. We've won the Europa League, Europa Cup, whatever it's called. How are you feeling, Stuart?
Elated, yeah. Back on the map. Back where we belong.
In the Champions League?
Yep.
And how do you think Jose's first season's gone?
Well, he's won 3 things, hasn't he? So Great. Flying, like you said, great game.
He's bringing the best out of players like
Daley Blind, magnificent. He does, yeah. He does, and it's just great, yeah.
There's been a bit of pressure on him this season over the league form.
Yeah, but he sacrificed 4th place for this and to get us in the Champions League, which is where the money is, where the players are, and you know where United belong. Where United belong.
How do you think that can help us next season?
Well, players coming in, you know, big players.
Hi guys, Adam here with Christian, who is a Swedish Red. First things first, Christian, I'm going to ask you about Zlatan. He was on the pitch towards the end there.
Yeah,
he was loving his flag and everything, taking pictures with it. Was that the last time we've seen him with the United?
I believe so, actually. I do. Those kind of injuries, they're hard to come back from. But you always got this, like, you want him to play, and you saw him in the pool on Instagram, and we thought he was going to come back and stuff, but I think it's the last game, actually.
What about Rooney?
Yeah, Rooney's too. Man. You see these games and you feel like it's the last game, so you try to like remember them.
For what they were.
Exactly.
Forget the bad memories, let's think of, well, not bad memories, but let's forget the sad things, let's think of the happy things. United won today.
Yeah, we're champions of Europe. Kind of.
Secondary.
Yeah, exactly. But
if Real Madrid or Juventus saying about.
Yeah, if they cancel the game, then we're the champions, you know? So it's nice.
What did you make of Jose's whole first season overall?
I think it was good, but like we need to get the game ticking, score some goals, because the game we play more entertaining football than last year, but still we're improving. And with some good signings this summer, I think we can get back on top.
Who's your man of the match today?
Ander Herrera is the best. He's my man.
If Rooney does leave, like we both think he will,
yeah.
Should he be captain?
Yeah, Ander Herrera, he's going to be a United legend.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're going to look back at this video and you're going to see. Christian told me first.
Azan, we've lifted the Europa League. Did you think it would happen?
You know, I was a bit skeptic in the beginning, you know, because of the season I was going. I was a bit afraid. You know, United had the pressure, you know, Ajax, they don't, you know, they are already in Champions League and, you know, everything was depending on this game and, you know, I think we controlled it well. We played very good. I mean, they had a few chances, Ajax, but rather than, you know, it was just a few. But other than that,
I thought it was quite easy today.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, United was controlling the game as we usually play away of, you know, like felt like an away game, you know, controlling and, you know, not feeling the pressure. You know, at home we like kind of, you know, the pressure kind of get to us. We score a goal and then we sit back and, you know, it's ruined our season basically. And this time, you know, away games we've been, you know, in control.
How important was that Mickey goal in the second half?
Wow, man, I said to some people, you know, next to me, I said, we need a second goal. If we don't get a second goal, I know they will score and, you know, it will be 1-1 and maybe penalties and no one wants that. So, you know, I said to them, it's crucial that we get the second goal. And, man, I was sitting next to him, next to the, you know, where they scored him, and it was amazing.
Jose's first season, what would you give it if you were to grade him?
7.5.
Out of 10, yeah?
Out of 10, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Community Shield, EFL Cup, and then Europa League, you know, putting the icing on the cake, you know, the cherry on the cake. But, you know, Europa League, it's a trophy. I mean, it's not what we want, but it's something, you know, it's Champions League football now, so.
Man of the match?
Man of the match. I think Ander Herrera deserves it, but Paul Pogba, man, that man, he bosses it. I say it right now. If he played in Spain or Italy, he would boss everyone. You know, Premier League, it's a competitive, you know, it's a physical game, you know, but still, he, you know, he handles it very well. But, you know, people slating him off, things like that, you know, he's strong. And, you know, he's just getting to it. You know, this is his first season. It will come for sure. You know, new signings, new players, new momentum, new feeling. So.
Thank you very much.
Adam, it's been an amazing trip for us from Melbourne, so couldn't have ended better. It's amazing, we're just pumped.
It's a long trip to make and you made it. Were you nervous on the way?
Yes, Tom. Actually very nervous, thinking about the younger guys at Ajax and what danger they could put to us, cause us, yeah, for sure. But knew in the end we were going to pull through, so. We
handled them quite well today, didn't we? Got a first half goal, early first half goal, and then right in the second half got the same.
Yeah, you had some really good contributors, ones we don't usually expect. You know, like Daley Blind had a really great first half as well. So, no, we thought it was an even contribution across the board. So, really good to get the result.
Rowan, Go on. How you feeling after that?
Amazing.
Yeah. Jose's first season. What are you thinking of it all?
It's all right. It's not. It's pretty good.
Man of very few words. Man of the match.
Yeah. Herrera.
Herrera.